The origin of the Green Lantern Corps. After the retirement of the Manhunters, the Guardians acknowledge that an arbiter of justice requires a heart and a conscience, leading them to revisit the Green Lantern experiment on a grander scale. They built a giant central power battery on Oa to serve as a reservoir of green willpower energy from which their new Green Lantern Corps could draw power into their rings. Made up of various sentient life, humanoids, insectoids, robots, and even the living planet Mogo, the Green Lantern Corps has successfully defended the universe for billions of years. Contrary to popular belief, Green Lanterns are not the most powerful Lantern Corps in the universe. Excluding the White, Black, and Phantom Ring, the most powerful Lantern Corps is without a doubt the Blue Lanterns, which is surprising as they are the most peaceful of all the corps. The blue ring can completely drain a yellow ring, override a red power ring, and fully deplete an orange ring. However, blue lanterns cannot attack unless a green ring is nearby, just as green lanterns get supercharged near a blue ring. Ultimately, hope is the strongest force in the universe, but without the will to enact that hope, blue lanterns are unable to access their full potential. The most unique and mysterious of all the Lantern Corps, the Indigo tribe was formed after the discovery of the Indigo light deep within the world of Nok. Indigo Lanterns channel compassion via power rings as well as staves, gaining their power from the emotional spectrum like any other lantern. The tribe's members are chosen from the universe's most heinous sociopaths, picked for rehabilitation. They are led by an alien named Irok, who now goes by Indigo 1 as she was the first to be rehabilitated. Very few can wield the Indigo light, as it requires the user to surrender themselves wholeheartedly to the universe. With the abilities to teleport great distances and harness the power of any lantern except white, they are elusive and dangerous. The Orange Lantern Corps is one of 10 Lantern Corps powered by the emotional spectrum. They gain their power from the emotion of avarice, sometimes referred to as greed. Their headquarters are on the planet Okara, and their representative is Ophidian. Larf Lees, also known as Agent Orange, is the only real Orange Lantern, and he recruits his army by killing others, then seizing ownership of their body. Orange Corps members each wield a power ring that gives them varying abilities, but there is only one actual orange power ring, leading to the members often fighting amongst themselves for control of its power source. Their oath is as follows: "This power is mine, this is my light. Be it in bright of day or black of night, I lay claim to all that falls within my sight. To take what I want, that is my right." The tragic origin of Atrocitus and the Red Lantern Corps explained. Long before the Green Lanterns were established, the Guardians of Ova built a massive robotic army known as the Manhunters. They were created to bring justice to the various space sectors, but after a programming glitch, the Manhunters rampaged through Space Sector 666. Atrocitus was one of only 5 beings in the entire sector to escape death, having been forced to witness his own wife and daughter's death by one of the rampaging robots. Atrocitus swore revenge against the Guardians, but despite his considerable strength, he was captured and imprisoned by the Guardians, who intended to hide their mistake from the universe. Locked away for years, all that kept him alive was his hatred, until at last it consumed him. Atrocitus harnessed the red energy of rage, and through blood rituals forged a power battery, creating the Red Lantern Corps. The Star Sapphire Corps, also known as the Pink Lanterns, is comprised mainly of female members. Though it is not impossible for a man to bear a Star Sapphire ring, it is just less common as of now. Originally, Carol Ferris was the sole possessor of the Star Sapphire power, bestowed upon her by the Zamarons, who founded and led the group. All Sapphire ring-bearers harness their power from the emotion of love and have an immunity to avarice, which gives them a huge advantage against Orange Lanterns. The physical manifestation of love itself is an entity known as the Predator, who was the first creature to feel lust. The Sapphire Lanterns have unique abilities such as making other lanterns fall in love with them, creating crystals to imprison other lantern wielders, and reviving the dead using the power of love. By shield of day and shield of night, we feed and grow beyond all sight. Your darkest self shall be our night. Wield the sword of unseen light. The Ultraviolet Lantern Core draws its power from the unseen light and is part of the invisible emotional spectrum. At the heart of the core is a living phantom galaxy powered by a conscious star named Umbrax. Ultraviolet lanterns receive their strength from the negative and hidden emotions that reside deep within an individual. These lanterns do not wear physical rings, instead having their finger tattooed with a ring that connects them to Umbrax. The ring tattoo, which uses UV radiation, allows them to manifest structures and bring forth items from their thoughts, as long as they have the necessary quantity of negative emotion. After the battle with the Sinestro core, Superboy Prime hurled the Anti-Monitor into space, where he crashed on a then-unknown planet and was encased within a black central battery by an unknown being. Meanwhile, a guardian of the universe named Scar became corrupted by this evil power, eventually revealing itself to be Necron, Lord of the Unliving and Master of Death. Both Scar and Necron manipulated William Hand, aka Black Hand, convincing him to murder his family and commit suicide. Scar then resurrected Black Hand with the very first Black Power Ring, and he became the harbinger of the Black Lanterns. Following his resurrection, a massive number of Black Power Rings were released across the cosmos, creating an army of the dead, hell-bent on exterminating all life. The Gold Lanterns are the strongest lantern core in the universe, as they utilize the combined power of the entire emotional spectrum. They are the direct successors to the Green Lanterns and draw their power from the emotion of happiness and joy. The Gold Power Ring is only wielded by a select few people who have only experienced happiness their whole lives. These beings can create any construct from their imagination and have all the powers of a Green Lantern. The golden light was originally discovered by the Guardians after they realized the true nature of the emotional spectrum and was able to turn themselves into beings of pure golden energy. Remember that time Sinestro formed the Sinestro core? Once considered one of the greatest of the Green Lanterns, Sinestro would eventually turn on the core, resulting in him being banished into the antimatter universe. There, on the antimatter world of Quord, Sinestro met with a race of warriors and scientists that shared his hatred for the Green Lanterns. Through a common bond, they allied together and created the first yellow power ring, fueled by the emotion of fear. Upon his return, Sinestro formed the Sinestro Core, also known as the Yellow Lantern Corps, and began offering yellow power rings to the most feared warriors in the universe. The new members would be taken to Quord for psychological and physical reconditioning. The Yellow Lanterns would go on to become a fearsome force throughout the galaxy and one of the Green Lantern's fiercest enemies. Who are the White Lanterns? The formation of the White Lantern Corps occurred when Hal Jordan combined with the Entity to confront Necron and his Black Lantern Corps. The White Lanterns are not associated with any specific emotion. Instead, they embody the personification of life itself. They possess similar powers to those wielded by champions of various colored lights and appear as gods to the untrained eye. With capabilities that range from altering gravity to the potential of reviving deceased individuals, they can utilize the specific capabilities of other Corps, including the Indigo Tribe's teleportation and the corrosive blood ability of the Red Lanterns. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to Doc Comics for more.